Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and it's time to play DeathWorld. In the previous episode, let's check what happened to make sure. We got our first copper delivery. That's what the spreadsheet says. And I believe I made some plans in terms of how I want to rearrange the base. I actually thought about it and I want it to be maybe done a little bit differently than I initially planned. I don't know. So I want to start building the train kind of depot right here, the place like where it's supposed to be in the end. And I want to have a smelter, like a huge furnace right here. And I don't know anything except that. We'll have to figure everything else out. What is clear because of that though, is that we'll need to move oil production somewhere. So maybe I should start doing that, and last time we discussed it, I think the idea was to move it over here. I don't know whether it's a good, like how good that plan is, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. The thing about the oil, okay, let's check. I haven't like properly finished checking this, but it seems okay to me. How many refineries will we need to get? I'm using like Kirk McDonald calculator on the site. Fortunately, you can't see it. So it says that if you and basically I want to scale this whole kind of base to give us, let's say, like 150 maybe signs per minute or something like that. And it says that for that, and we can do it like with a little bit of prod modules here and there. We can do it with 8 belts of copper and 8 belts of iron, specifically 8 red belts. So that's really good. That means that we can really kind of have like a proper smelter here, essentially. Like not a proper, but like not a super huge one either. Let's see. We will need to have 12, so basically 13 of refineries. I believe we can do that. We can do that. Let's go and try to do something about that. Let's try to plan them a little bit. Before we go there, let's do the following. Let's grab... Oh, this never worked. I can't believe I forgot a rubber port. Feels so bad. And we forgot the power. I thought I'm gonna grab them now, and it's gonna give me lots and lots of modules to craft power armor too. But yeah, doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? We will want to grab this basically build. I'm actually not sure. So let's copy this. Let's start by copying this build. We'll have this thing copied, right? Obvious place to start. Let's delete these things. Maybe accept this one, and maybe accept this one. Okay. Extra rails, unnecessary rails got deleted. So if we were to place this build, maybe in like a separate chunk right here, what would actually happen? Let's think a little bit. So let's say we will have a lot. How many are here? Like 9. We could maybe get a little bit more. Maybe get this many. This is gonna be 11. Well, we could actually go with 10. Let's go with 10 for now. And we'll try to add like lots of... we will try to add a lot of beacons here to the spot. One thing is that we can actually redo this part of this build pretty much completely, and we should be able to have such connection here instead. So we'll have a line of beacons on that side. We will add line of beacons on the other side as well. So kind of like this. And this should ensure that we have a lot of beacon coverage. So I want to speed these things up, so I'm basically gonna plan it in a way that allows me to get like the most production with as few, well, not exactly as few buildings, but I'll try to optimize and focus on the parts of the base or on like places where adding productivity modules gives the most advantage, right? The most improvement to production. We need offshore pumps, so let's grab this pump here and like add it over there, like this. I think that's enough, probably. So we have space for beacons here. Good. Next thing, what else do we need? We'll need to have this cracking process. Maybe we should make it a little bit more narrow. Just a tiny bit more narrow. Let's try and do that. And yeah, it is gonna work. Probably... How should you place it? Should you place it on this side going up, or on that side going down? Does it matter? We'll be placing it on this side going up, I think. Let's double check how many beacons can we actually fit in here. Let's take a look. Let's say we'll be using this thing to kind of approximately place everything. Right. So this will be touching 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 here. And the 5th one will not be touching already, I think. So we have 4 plus 4. So it's basically 8. We'll be able to give only 8. With 8, we need more. We will need more of these things. 10 will not be enough. We'll need 13. So we'll need 3 more. Let's do this. Let's say we're getting this part. And we'll bring it a little bit up. We'll need 3 more, right? That's what I just said. And yeah, we probably can do it. We probably can get it. Nice. So here it is. 3 more. Like that. That means that we can start adding Kraken right here. It will have... I probably don't even need to have beacons for this like type of, like for this level, I guess, of Kraken, because it just... maybe I should. No, we don't need... I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to. Right. But you can still leave some space. You know what? Let's do this. Let's leave some space. So we are leaving space for like 1, 2, 3. And here we have the Kraken part. It will need to have water. Right. It will need to be using water. And we'll have like heavy oil thingy. Here it is. Let's do this. So we'll just scale it kind of up, however long we have to. Right, it's just gonna work. One thing that we need to do, we need to connect water here. I think I will try to share the same water. I am I'm not sure whether it's actually gonna work. I am not sure whether this will work. And okay, so this whole thing is looking a little bit strangely because I'll need to pull the water, I guess, from here, like that, maybe. Right. We're pulling water from here. It means that this part will have to go from there, and we will need to have... exactly do we need here? We will need to have this thing. Right, so that's one line of cracking. And we'll have a second one, very, very similar. Right, and the output here is just a line that will be returned into like main bus here. This stuff. Let's just remove the connection because it's not really needed at this point. We have like all our power connections going along the rails. So if you have rails somewhere, we don't have to like think too much about having power connected, right? Alright, let's copy this, and we want to leave space for 3 to have a beacon here, right? So we'll have line of beacon, and this will be cracking into the next kind of step. Well, not step, but like next tier of cracking, and we'll have like really, really long line there with beacons in between. Right? Okay, let's do this. Let's say this. Okay, let's see how much lubricant do we actually need. It seems that we need only like 1.3 things producing lubricant. So it's not a lot of lubricant to be honest. Well, not lubricant, but it's not a lot of machines that we need. Let's take a look. So this thing, it requires only heavy oil, and it would need it on this side. That's interesting. So how about we maybe have lubricant production right here, you know, in the beginning. We could move this thing a little bit to the left, because there is some space anyway for the cracking, and we could pull all of this quite a bit higher, maybe like up there. We can figure it out later. I also don't want to like have any face any issues with that build. Right, how about that? How about this? So we will have a conditional, you know, this thingy. That we'll have condition here that will be checking how much light, no, not light, heavy oil we have, and then we'll basically have like something like this happening there with these things with like chemical plants producing lubricant. I don't believe we have a block. We don't have anything producing those. Let's get them. Let's get this thing right here. And we'll need to do the following. We will need to produce all refineries. Okay. And we will need to produce chemical plants. Or chemical plants. Right here. Chemical plants. We'll be producing both of this. Not like that, like this. We can remove this part and place it right there. Right where we have our like mole. Good. So we'll have this part working. I do not want to use these power poles pretty much ever. How do I remove them? I mean, I could have created a construction planner with this filter, but I think it's just faster to run alone and fix all that manually. And we could have, I don't know, we could have this one, I guess. Oh no, we broke everything. Basically, we broke everything here. Why did we do that? Okay, is this better now? Not really. Not really. Okay, and we'll try to do this on the other side as well. Just to make sure we have enough power poles to cover the beacons that will be on both sides of this build, right? That's really the reason. And yeah, stuff here is not ideal. Maybe do it like that and like that, probably. Okay, nice. Now, we'll probably want to use a couple of these things. Maybe even like here. No, let's say we'll have it here. Here. And here. Like that. We'll have a red connection, of course. And let's proceed. This part will be heavier. Well, so we have water line. We'll have, I guess, petroleum line, the top one. We will have this other line. Yes, this one. Well, let's just go in like this. It's fine. This thing will be okay, petroleum, light oil, and this one is heavy oil. And we want heavy oil here. Right? Heavy oil will go here. This stuff will go there. That's the connection, except I want this one to be a little bit higher, like that, to look nice. Let's see, and we don't need this water connection here actually. We just don't need it. We need that one, the further one. That means that this part can actually be, you know, done like that, which is potentially a little bit nicer. Let's set a couple of power poles. Okay, we cannot place them here. We need to place them a little bit to the side, right here, because we want to cover beacons that will go on this side. And here, we kind of also want to have provide some coverage to the beacons. How would we do that? I guess like this, maybe? Yeah, I feel like that should work pretty well. So we have coverage provided to beacons. We have some output here. Probably like this stuff. We'll be producing lubricant. And we will send lubricant. I mean, it will be basically sent over here. So we'll have a line with lubricant right there. But the thing is, we can even... Okay, I could have moved it a little bit higher to be on the same line as heavy oil. And maybe I should, because we don't really have any use for heavy oil. It's all gonna be cracked. Yeah, you know what? Let's just say that lubricant replaces heavy oil. Not ideal, maybe, but it's also not that bad. It's also not that bad. Okay, the cracking part. Let's just grab this condition and just paste it here. Okay, we got it. The other cracking part. Let's grab this condition and we'll paste it right here. Nice. Works. It works. cool. The water will be delivered. We are missing on like rubber ports and lots of things. The stuff actually this line is working, which is pretty good in my opinion. It's pretty good that it's already working. We are missing a lot of things. We are missing lots of things. I'm not quite sure why, because we should be getting copper. Right, we are getting copper. And yeah, we should be getting all of the stuff. So I'm not quite sure what's the reason for that. But it's okay. It's okay. We can copy this thing. We can just drag it a little bit up there. Okay, maybe we need to change things a tiny bit, like that. Maybe even like that. Okay. Okay, I don't know how many I want to place there. It's fine. It's gonna be enough. Right, one thing that I am aware of though is that this will be producing petrochem, or whatever the name is. Petroleum thingy. Right, petroleum thingy, it will be produced, and okay, this is looking not that bad. What's the problem with this build? We are trying to get pipes, and we don't have pipes. And we don't have pipes because we are not getting any. Okay, that's the problem that we see here, but it's not a huge one. Because we could always do something like copy this, paste it here, so that we have some pipe production kind of happening in parallel. So if we place this thing right here, slot limit 2 slots, that's okay. That is totally fine. Now, let's think. What should we do next? So we have this build basically prepared, basically ready. It is beaconable. We'll be able to beacon it a little bit. Once we actually, like, yeah, it should be possible. And it leaves us a lot of room here, potentially for... Oh, actually, now that we see this, wouldn't it be better to just deliver all of that stuff? By all of that stuff, I mean, of course, the light oil, like this. Wouldn't this be... I think that would be pretty cool. Have the oil delivered here, you know, along this line. That means that we'll be able to remove this connection. And we don't want to have like the extra connections there. Alright, so now with that done, what else do we need? We need to have production of solid fuel. We need to produce lots of solid fuel, and we need to have like overflow with this like process. So one requires how should we do that? How should we do that? I think that's a good question. And do we have space for this here? I feel like we almost don't, but maybe we could try. Should we focus this on plastic? That's the question. That's indeed the question. Let's think. So, if we look at production of the plastic, we'll need 26 unbeaconed, and like with beacons, it's gonna be 8. We'll need 8 chemical plants that will be producing plastic. And we can easily fit it right here. But at the same time, we also have like lots of space here. And in theory, to produce a lot of solid fuel if we wanted to. you know what? Let's try and maybe go for solid fuel here. Let's try. Let's see how it goes. So if we are producing solid fuel here, we'll need to put stuff on a belt. Right, I think I'd like to produce solid fuel here, and we can produce plastic maybe over here, because it's not like we are using the space anyway. Right, so let's see. So if we have solid fuel production here, and we could have another solid fuel production right there, with like another line. Will we have space for beacons here? We will not have space. Oh, but that's the thing. We don't want to prod module these ones. We don't want to prod module petroleum solid fuel, because the purpose of this line will actually be to consume as much as it can. Like, as much as can be consumed, we'll consume all of it. This line, on the other hand, we'll try to have like speed beacons, I guess. I mean, we'll have speed beacons here. We don't have, unfortunately, we don't have space to add speed beacons on the other, like speed modules, on the other side of this belt. I guess that would have been ideal. I mean, is this a huge problem? Let's ignore this. We don't even like really need beacons here. We can just like extend it up however much we want. So this is not like a real problem. Just say imagining things. Right, let's focus on real stuff. And yeah, we need to remove maybe this line. What is it even for? I don't even remember why. Oh, I remember. It's from the wall. It's for the wall, yep. And I guess this one is needed for this rubber part. It's okay. We don't particularly need this turrets here anymore, I think, so let's delete that. The turrets can be removed. And we'll need to think about that part. Things that are happening below. I'm not quite sure what's exactly the idea there. Nice. Nice. This connection, is it already set? It's kind of there, but I don't want to switch production to this. Maybe I should actually. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should. But then we'll lose the power. I'm a bit afraid. I'm a bit afraid to do anything that touches the power. And I don't like the fact that we don't have space here. Yeah, I definitely don't like that. How can we add some space? If I move it by 3 like that, will we be able to do something? Not quite, unless I move this stuff to the left. Do we want to move power plant to the left? Okay, we can move power plant to the left. We'll be able to do it at some point later. It's okay. What's happening here though? Something strange. We don't need this part. We basically can just have this connection there. Yeah, basically we'll just have one belt. Maybe potentially even like, potentially it could be even blue belt, to be honest. But yeah, we'll have fast inserters. I don't know whether we actually need fast inserters here, but we could have them. We could have fast inserters. Dropping things like, okay, 2 plus 2. Well, what is it? Yeah? Here, 2. 2. Here. And I guess here. Something like that. How many is this? That's 12. So it's like 6 plus 6. Okay. Okay. We could even like do something like that. In theory. Right? Oh, wait, the other way around. Because instead of placing things on the inner side, on the outer side, on like the other side of the belt, so this way we'll have like a balanced flow of whatever it is we are producing of solid fuel. And this build is 12, and our old build is 8. So it's potentially slightly better, but we could make it really better at some point. Right, for now, we have a real lack of things. What are they? What are we lacking? Materials. Yeah, do we need anything? We don't have an inserter. We didn't build this inserter, that's bad. Could maybe send this train over here. Oh, that's really interesting. Wow. That's not the most ideal path that the train picked, let me tell you that. Yeah. But we should be well defended. Actually, I'll need to double check that. I'll need to... Oh no! Yes. Yes, everything's fine. We got stopped there. Did it drop anything important? Looks like it has. That we don't have enough logistic robots here. It's okay, we have some. We have at least a couple of logistic robots. That's the important part. That's really important. Okay, great. Like, some stuff is happening there. Now, we need a lot of things done by this mall, but it just doesn't work because we don't have resources. What exactly are we missing again for these things? We have pipes, so this should be produced. This stuff, it's not missing anything, so in theory, the stuff should just work. We don't have quite enough of, I guess, iron coming. That's okay. Let's do the following. Let's reintroduce this connection. Let's just get it back here, and we'll have this connection. Like that. So we have shared connection of liquid oil, and that means in theory that we can remove this connection. Do we have we don't have a rubber port connection anywhere. We gotta add it. So let's say we'll have a rubber port here, and we probably want to have rubber port here, and maybe here. They're like positioned a little bit strangely, but it's okay. Probably. Should be fine. What that means is that we can actually delete this part completely from that moment on. Provided we actually get the rubber port to establish the connection between these networks. Okay, let's go and place this thing here and here. Okay, robots are doing it for us. Nice. This is really nice. This is awesome. So we have rearranged a little bit what's happening here, what we are doing, and we should be able to maybe measure how much we need for the for the smelter. So this is the kind of smelter that we'll be using, right? This will be our smelter, and how should we do it? We could even okay. Let's say we don't want to touch these chunks that are dedicated to that are like used by trains, and we probably want to leave some space here just in case. So let's say we okay, we'll do that later. We'll do the leaving of the space later. For now, I just want to see how much horizontal space we'll need. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the width, and we will need pretty much 4 times of that, right? We'll need like that, 3, and another part will be like 4 there. That will be our smelter. Looks large. Yeah, it will be it. Like that will be it. That will be our smelter. It will be bringing resources up there probably. Right. We might have problems actually. You know what? Let's do the following. We shouldn't be having issues with stone anymore. All of our stone issues are in the past. So let's landfill some areas here. The ones that we feel having landfill help us the most. So we'll have this smelter going up to here. We'll need to have production of green and red chips somewhere. Red chip production takes lots of space actually. It's gonna take a lot of space, and we might have to think how exactly we want it to be done. This part could be producing plastic. We could already potentially start moving the power to the side. Or we could ignore it and move it later. Doesn't matter much. How much power do we have? We have enough power for whatever we are doing. We have enough power for now, that's good. So this part, this whole thing, I think I'll move it slightly to the left. And maybe slightly up. Okay, if we look at the same level here, say I'll want to have some train tracks being placed there. Let's maybe get back to the oil thingy now. Did we build all of that? This thing is supposed to be our solid fuel. This is our solid fuel build. It might take some time to actually get it. This will be our petroleum solid fuel stuff. Pretty much exactly the same stuff, even with the same inserter setup, like that. Like that. So this thing requires chemical plants and coal. So we actually need to have some coal going here, and we could potentially just have it going like that. Is that fine? We have some coal pretty much delivered like here, let's say. So we'll have some coal delivered over here. We might need some stone also delivered over there, and we could have like a small stone smelter maybe like somewhere here. So we could have coal and maybe a couple of like 4 lines of stone delivered here. like that. So this is coal, or maybe we also have space to extend it a little bit. So if needed, if absolutely needed, no, we cannot extend it. This is as far as we can make it, like cross it comfortably. Okay, let's leave like 4 lanes here, 4 lanes here. For some stuff, maybe like coal, stone thingy. Right, we'll just request it. We'll bring it up, and this will be our coal. Yeah, and we'll make use of it. Right. Apart from this, do we need something like anything else? We could have, we could leave a little bit more space for that. And apart from that, we could basically say that we are ready to start building the smelter. I'll need to move it a little bit up. We'll do that later. For now, let's take a look at this build. We have here everything working. We have petroleum getting produced. And petroleum is needed for what? This whole part doesn't matter. We implemented it. We don't have right. We don't have measurement. Don't have measurement yet. Let's measure how much of everything we actually have here. So this will be. How do we do that? How should we do that? Let's say this. No. Right. This could be our like one thing, another thing, and here we could have. How would we measure this part? This we could have a third thing right there. Like this. One. Here we have a connection. Here we have a connection. We are building them. I'm pretty sure we are, so they should be delivered at some point. And yeah, all of that should just work. So that part should work, this part should work. And with that, we can, I think, actually remove this whole block. We'll need to connect plastic to petroleum, but it should be doable, I feel. Let's do this. So this thing doesn't need to go over there. It could be... Actually doesn't need to be there either. Just need to add something like that. The water. I'm not sure, do we need water here for anything? Yes, we do. We do need water. Let's remove this part. Let's remove this block. Solid fuel will be produced. Oh, we started too early, didn't we? Started too soon, I think. Did I just break my base? Is the base broken or not yet? I don't know. I don't know whether we broke it or not. Let's see, but we definitely need to deliver petrochem over there. Right. So we definitely need to do that thing. How do we do that? We could bring it right here. Okay, maybe from here on. Right. What's happening with this one? Why do we even have it here? I mean, okay, we'll have it, but I don't think we need light oil connection here, actually. I'm pretty sure we do not, actually. Right, this part. All of this is gone, it's not needed. All of that is gone because it's not needed. This is not needed. The tanks. Okay, you know what? I don't want to delete the tanks, but at the same time, yeah, let's not delete them. Let's just delete all of that thing. All of the stuff is gone, except this turrets, because we are relying on turrets to deliver, I think, light oil over there. Right, this thing can basically be removed. Now, the problem is that we need to have some connections here. We need to establish some connections really quickly, by the way. We need to add this thing over there. That is our petroleum. The petroleum is coming here, and it should be delivered just like that. Just produce a couple. Okay, we have... no? It's not enough? What about this? So now we have petroleum and light oil delivered there. We have some solid fuel available here. That is great. Okay, this part is working. It's giving us solid fuel and should be getting like more and more of it in theory. Right, let's see. Let's proceed. We basically don't have this thing at all connected. We will need to like deliver it back into the system just because I don't want to waste any of those. And we really like right now pretty much require the following thing. We require the fuel, line of fuel that will go like that, and it will take as a priority input from the left. That's how it's gonna work. And we are delivering things. Can we have... I don't have fast belt here. It's bad. Let's say we'll have something like this. Or not? Yep, like that. Like that. Send it there. Can we save the game? Okay. We did something. I'm not sure how bad that was. Or how good that was, but something happened. And now, the important part. We are producing lubricant right here. So this is our lubricant build. Good. We have these things, and it's just a matter of connecting them to the power poles. So now power poles know exactly how much of each things we have. Right. Where all of this is brought? Okay, that's looking good. We don't have any light oil, it seems. No, we do have light oil. We have all of this. Nice. We have all of this, so the cracking is not working. These things are supposed to be working though. Let's double check. Yes, something is happening there, that's good. So that part is working. We are getting some solid fuel. Right. So we're getting solid fuel. And it is getting consumed, I think. Right, something happened. We somehow are getting solid fuel again because of petroleum. Let's delete this part. It's not really needed. This part can be deleted. This thing, let's just copy it and we'll paste it maybe like here. I don't know. Let's probably a good idea. Not fully sure. This part can be removed. This one can be removed. This thing removed, 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 removed. So, is this enough, what we did, or not? Will we have issues with the power? Or is this gonna be enough? I don't know. It's hard to say. We are getting more and more flight oil. That's good. That means that we could probably extend this a little bit further. I'm not sure how much further. Let's say this is like 6 of them, right? So if we had like that, if we double basically that part, like it should be enough, right? What we just did. Doubling should be enough. We should have like 24. Should be lots of things. And if you measure 12, it will be like right here. And that's exactly where we want the actual, like the real swap. All these things happen, like just like that. Okay, great. So with that, I hope we will not have any problem with the power. I hope we will not have problems with the power. Nice. Now, we could actually have these tanks located somewhere here. We'll need... How much space do we need? We basically need enough space to place this thing in between. We do. But the thing is, these tanks, they, like, it doesn't really matter exactly how and where we place them. So let's say we'll have like lots of things here. Let's move them a little bit up. We will have a pump pumping them. Where are our pumps? Here is our pump. We'll have pump filling tank with stuff, and we'll have another pump that's like taking stuff from them. Right? Let's actually do it like that. Let's just connect things, and we will add something like this. And these tanks will be placed, and what I want to do now, I actually want to extract everything that I can from here. So I want to have a pump. What is a pump? This pump. I want to have a pump that just takes stuff from there and pretty much brings it over here. Oh wait, we lost this connection. Right, I want to bring it. Okay, I'm a bit confused by what's going on here. We'll figure it out. It's fine. It's fine, we'll figure it out. So, I basically want to get like some things. Yeah, potentially here. And I just want to bring all of that, you know, back. Oh, well, not even there. Basically there. I just want all of that to be brought back up with the help of a pump. Right, so now we actually taken everything from here. We can remove this connection completely. We don't need it. We're removing it there. We removed it here. We're removing that. All of that is gone. Right, except this part. We'll keep it for now. And I want this thing to be turned off for now. And I just want all of those tanks to get emptied. Look at that. It's all coming here. Alright, nice. That's exactly what I want. I want to have like a huge storage of the oil here, just in case we lose an outpost or something. right? So it will all be pumped. And we, I feel, can do something about this as well. We could basically say that right, here's the thing. We can make this part a little bit nicer, because we don't need to bring all of this like that. We could bring the oil. Maybe we could do it along the rails. Is this a good idea or bad? I feel like it's a really bad idea. Or the alternative then is we could bring it here along the lake. Let's do it like this. It's also not the greatest thing I ever done, but let's proceed with this plan for now. We'll be just bringing the thing along the perimeter. Oh, we ran out of things. That's a bit sad. That's a tiny bit sad, but yeah, it's fine. Alright, now we build more of this. That's what we want. We want to bring it down. Here. Yeah. Oh no. We are losing stuff. Well, not losing, but we are running out of things. And here we could have the connection placed right here. So with this, we should have like light oil connection back where it used to be. Let's fill this areas. What's happening? Right. Someone is attacking us, that's okay. It is okay. We are completely changing the base. We are completely redesigning the base, or at least like pieces of the base. Okay, now, we don't really need this connection with the turrets. At least I don't believe we do. That means that we can grab this thing and just send all of that over there. Let's use this purple. So we can pump all of that from here. Stuff crude oil. Is this even happening? Are we doing anything? This is full. Full. It's getting delivered here. It's all full. No, it's not full. It seems like we are not actually able to deliver all of the light oil. Right, because we are missing a piece of pipe here. Okay. Let's do this. Is it going? It is going. Good. And you know what? I want to save some time. I'll just delete this thing. I'll delete this thing. We'll save only light oil. We'll send it over there into this tank. It will be full and then it will be cracked. Good, good. Okay, we can delete this part. We can, I think, we can delete like pretty much everything here. Like none of this is actually needed at this point. None of that should be needed at this point. We might keep logistic network there. And we can do that like this, right? So we can have one there, and have this one. And place there this one. That one there, and I guess one more. I guess here, and this could be removed, maybe. Right. This is looking really nice so far. Let's just delete this whole thing. I don't think we need it anymore. The oil should be able to reach this wagon. Sorry, this not wagon, like train from the other side. Wait, not even this train. We don't need it here. We don't need it here at all. It's from the old version. We need it right here. Okay. Okay, I guess that's good to know. That's really good to know. I want to clear this once, to be honest. I don't want to, like, kind of think about this. I don't want to have them, actually, even. I don't want to even have them in here. So let's grab pump and just place it there, and we'll hope that, right, it should be powered. All of this should be gone. Now, what's happening next? We are deleting all of this, right? All of this is getting deleted. This one, I don't know what it's about. Oh no, I do. It's our spawn chest that we should have, like, a train waiting for us in there and all of this cool stuff. We are missing some power connections somewhere. Okay, look at that. It's all empty now. I think, yeah, all of this are empty. Let's just delete all of that stuff. It's gone. And it will be gone from here as well. So it's completely cleared. Now, one thing that I did initially but then reverted, I want to have this thing. I want to basically have this pump pressurizing the... Okay, we can even craft it and build it ourselves. I'd like to have this pump sending the oil into the system in here, so that these refineries are working, so that they're doing something useful. Or just doing something, doesn't have to be useful. The water, I shouldn't have removed it. The water, let's revert it. The water is needed. We are using it for something here, I don't remember for what exactly, let's just skip it. Let's skip it just in case. So here is our water. This part is gone. We might need to place it here if we want to have some coverage. And yeah, I think we did a pretty huge thing now. We moved our... Oh, we don't have radars in there. Interesting. That is super interesting. How did that happen that we lost radars? Right, we have something on that side. Let's just figure out a good placement for the radar. I guess this would be a good one. Probably. Think so? Yep. Okay, that is actually really nice. We have this kind of spot, you could say, and I'd like to keep, like, to leave a little bit of room here, and maybe like 2 belts, and I want to bring it up, but I don't know how much. So like this, is this gonna place it right in the middle? Yeah, 11. Here we'll have 13. Okay, that's not exactly the middle. We could bring it down by 2. Let's just do it like this. I don't know why I'm doing that, but... Oh, no, I cannot. No, I can. This is it, right? Let's see. So we have... Again 13, what is happening? 10, 11, 12. Okay, down by 2. Let's measure it properly, so that we have it all done correctly. Down by 2, up to here. Let's try again. Let's try again to move this part. Down. Like this. So now we'll have a really nice place. for the stuff. And we don't really need any of this at this moment, at the very least. We can have it built later. Okay, that was a really long episode. It was a really long episode. However, what we achieved, we moved our like petrochem, like all this petroleum, light oil, whatever processes over here, and they should be working fine. We do have an excess. Right, we'll need to figure this part out because I think we have exactly the same problem now. Maybe we shouldn't send things there. If we... Right, I need to fix it now. We have exactly the same problem as we used to have. We need to make sure that this part is processing things only if we have enough of... and by enough I mean like more than 5,000 of light oil. Only then we want to be producing fuel from this. Otherwise we want to produce fuel from like the alternative means, which is in our case like the solid fuel thing. Not solid fuel, petroleum. Okay, so what we did, we freed up the space for a huge smelter that we'll have right here. We moved petrochem over there. We are a little bit short on space here. We might need to move the power blocks, but that shouldn't really cause like too much difficulties, to be honest. It should be relatively straightforward. Okay, let's take a break. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and see you in the next episode. Cheers.